Hey, hey, ho, ho. These Jerusalem cruisers got to go.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
hey, ho, ho. Wolfgang dresses like a real white.
I thought you were going to be doing like the Buffalo chant that they do.
Oh, I don't know. What's the Buffalo chant?
It's like something, hey, oh, let's go Buffalo. I don't know. I just probably completely butchered it. So
It's all good. You know why? Because fuck them. The Dolphins are number one in ESPN's power rankings for the NFL in Week 3.
Are we live?
We are live.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. I made fun
Where
of
are the
your sandals
Panthers?
immediately. I don't know. I don't care about your team.
I think
Wolfgang.
they're 35th.
Now you won a game.
All right, 34th.
Brick killed a guy.
Hey, everybody gets to win at some point.
Dude.
Except, is there any team that the Raiders.
The Raiders are 0-3.
They are 0-3.
Josh McDaniels already had a meeting with Mark Davis, definitely about a haircut.
Yeah,
right?
I was about to say the same thing, so we're on the same page.
It's like, hey.
How can I get that pumpkin head bowl cut you've got there?
Dude, how do you get a bang haircut as a man from a Supercuts? I'll show you. How much money you got in your bank account? Enough to still look like this.
Yeah.
I mean, unreal.
Jeez.
Guys, week
Looks like
3, fucking cool in the Wolfgang. I'm
Week
Brad.
4.
Week 4, that's
Week
right.
4.
Holy shit. Week 3 of the NFL is
The
in the
weed
wraps.
is working.
Yeah, it always does, dude. It's a beautiful part of it.
Your dog fins.
Oh, dude, Dolphins, what a game. Like I said before, Buffalo ran 90 plays to our 39.
Jeez.
Held the possession for 19 minutes more.
You guys just didn't need that many plays.
Dude, we just went 3 for 3
Way
in the red
more
zone.
efficient.
3 for 3 in the red zone. 3 times, 3 touchdowns, tutties. 2 of 13 of 18, and didn't know where he was and still got to play in the game.
Yeah. I saw Charles Barkley talking about that. You posted that. He's
Dude.
like, that is terrible. He's got to get out of the game right now. I don't know where to was at.
Dude, I mean, it was kind of unreal. I don't believe in concussion protocol. Good for that Will Smith movie. Nobody gives a fuck about you. I can't believe it because I can believe it because I watched Teddy Bridgewater come in for one drive and just look awful. I think we lost 9 yards in 3 plays, and then halftime, and they were like, all right, what do we got to lie about to get this guy back out of here?
Well, you only use 10% of your brain.
Yeah, exactly. So when you just get shot in the head, the other 90% doesn't mean anything.
Shout out Mike Bird.
It's a fucking great bit.
That is a great bit.
Dude, you had a killer week in picking games, my friend.
Is that an abortion joke?
It rhymes with shmishmortion. Dude, 10-5-1 for you, big guy.
Jeez.
Good
All
little.
right.
If
I've
only
already
you would have.
peaked, just like in high school.
I think you're peaking now. I saw what happened last night.
I was peaking when she showed us her 2-point conversion.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 2 points were left on the field.
She pointed to her boobies.
Yep. Perks of knowing a guy with a mustache, you know? Random things happen. If you don't miss out, comedians in bars watching football every Monday. Tavern Law, downtown Wilmington.
We call the games while the ladies show us their breasts.
That happened once. Please let it happen all the time. And it wasn't just Danny's
And
this
we
time.
didn't even have to pay
Hey, hi-ho. Best part about it. All we did was just get drunk and eat hot dogs.
I wonder
Really.
if that girl found her phone.
Hey.
In hell.
In hell. Dude, great lineup of games. What was your favorite takeaway of the weekend, my friend?
Man, I think that we thought so much of like Kansas City and Buffalo, and these are the 2 best teams in the AFC, and they both lose. And here's Miami, like kind of out of nowhere. I mean, I don't think a lot of people thought Miami would be 3-0, playing both Baltimore and the Bills on their schedule.
And
plus opening with New England. I mean,
Yeah, it's 3 buzzsaws, dude.
that's a big takeaway. I think the other big takeaway is Jalen Hurts. And Lamar Jackson.
Dude.
I mean, that's kind of like the NBA. I mean, a lot of people were saying Josh Allen, but I think Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson have got to be the 2 frontrunners for MVP right now with just how they're playing.
Lamar's in a contract year and really leaving it all on the putting his dick out and putting it on everybody's face. I mean, it is very impressive. 10 touchdowns, 2 running touchdowns. Dude is on pace to break 60, Peyton Manning's old 56 record, most touchdowns in a season.
And who are his receivers? I mean, Rashad Bateman and some Duvernay guy.
Devin Duvernay.
He doesn't have any. I mean, Kenyon Drake is like their best running back, who was like a backup running back at Alabama.
I mean, Kenyon Drake, former Dolphin. Don't you dare.
Yeah.
Don't you dare. Better watch yourself. A lot of Dolphins dominating this league out here, pimp. No, Rashad Bateman first and is coming into his second season. rookie last year. What is he, Minnesota? Dominated in college, but just kind of got a little banged up. Duvernay was mostly a return guy at Texas, and then somehow is just shaping up to, holy shit, just touch these guys. They have speed, and then throw in Lamar on his feet. Dude, the guy is electric. He's the most fun to watch by far.
He's the best athlete in the NFL, and he plays quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, Tua has 8 touchdowns, and 6 of them were in one game, so we can't really, go too crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously Tua's having a great season as well. I don't think he'll win MVP.
Definitely not.
I think that he's also got a great coach. I mean, we finally have an offensive head coach in Miami with Mike McDaniel. And look, I mean, hey, who's struggling right now? The 49ers offense. They lose McDaniel. He comes into Miami. They're putting up points, and Tua looks good doing it. It just kind of goes to show you, like, how important it is to have, an offensive-minded coach for a young quarterback.
It really is.
And, you look at how much they progress, and Tua's having a good year.
McDaniel looks like a fucking dude I want to drink with. Like, guy's hilarious, man. Guy's funny.
What about
in the
Nathaniel
pocket.
Hackett? You could play darts and drink with him.
Oh,
apparently.
no. That's Aaron Rodgers' drinking buddy. I can't take him away because he's going to be unemployed soon.
No wonder you had to do ayahuasca.
My fucking takeaway also, I got obviously a little drunk. Celebrated the first Dolphins W over the Bills in 8 games.
I didn't know
We're
blacking out was
0-7
a
against
drunk.
them. Well, I didn't really black out. I just kind of had such a good ride and enough booze in me. It's where I don't really remember the 4 o'clock game so much. I was watching the Cardinals game with
I don't think
Ryan
there was
again.
anything memorable about the 4 o'clock
I think that
games.
had everything to do with it, So, but then I get home and I'm like, you know what? It's research. We do this. I'm going to watch the entire Broncos 49ers game. And it was 7-5 for most of that game. And then it was 11-10. What the fuck is wrong with Russell Wilson and that offense?
Well, I think for one, I don't think that Denver's skill position players are as good as we thought they were. I mean, I don't think Jerry Jeudy is as good as we thought he was. He has not really. I mean, other than that one touchdown he had.
Yeah,
what has he done in his career?
Gotten
other
hurt.
than been injured.
Just gotten hurt.
Cortland Sutton is a nice player. He's not like a next level receiver. I think Javonte Williams is clearly like the best way that they can move the ball, but it's like not okay. So you've got Russell Wilson, who isn't as mobile as he used to be.
But as soon as he started being mobile is when they all of a sudden had a fucking
Exactly.
offense.
So
and
why,
they waited till the fourth quarter.
Why has that not been more of an offense? Is it because of Nathaniel Hackett? I mean, clearly this guy is getting out-schemed every week.
He's getting out-coached from the moment he parks his car and gets out of it.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if I'm the Broncos right now, like, you really got to sit there and think, like, are you going to win a Super Bowl with Nathaniel Hackett as your head coach? Probably not.
No.
Who else is out there right now? Sean Payton?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, are you?
You're gonna have to make it. It's more like I know a coach has to force his scheme down his throat, but look at McDaniel and then look at Hackett and tell me the polar opposite of philosophy and seeing, hey, I have this, I'm gonna take full advantage. Don't get me wrong, you can't compare the skill positions of Miami to exactly what you were talking about. Jerry Jeudy, don't get me wrong, stud, Alabama guy, so quote unquote best route runner in the league, just needs to produce. Russell, I mean, he hasn't thrown for 200 yards yet. I mean, they've in first 3 games, they're the only team to score under 14 points
He
per game
hasn't thrown
in the
a
league.
red zone touchdown, and I think he leads the NFL in red zone passes.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And a fumble. I mean, that first game, obviously, we called live and very happy.
Yes. Yeah, we were just like the fans in Seattle.
A lot of performance enhancers were taken before that game. Any other good standouts, man? I mean, we got some good teams in the league, dude. Like you said, Jalen Hurts taking over. Fucking Baltimore looks sick, even though they have lost. Shout out Fins.
Yeah, I mean, there's rookie wide receivers. Chris Olave
Finally getting
started,
going.
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson finally
Drake
getting
London
going.
as well.
Dude, had
it's
him in,
more of a fantasy take, if anything. But you just see, like, every year the fantasy receivers, the rookies. You know,
They
last year we had
produce.
Jamar Chase,
Ooh.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. Like,
We got
those
some
guys on your
fucking.
radar.
We got some great matchups coming up this week too, and it all starts with who the fuck.
Hey, yeah, your Fins.
If they have a blowhole, it's in my mouth. It's Miami at the Bengals. Bengals 3.5-point favorites early against the only undefeated team in the AFC.
Yeah, I remember 2 weeks ago when Baltimore was at Miami. Or Miami was at Baltimore, rather, and Baltimore was only a 3.5-point favorite, and I picked Miami. This line doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
It's really odd to me that Cincinnati would be a 3.5-point favorite at home. It is a short week, though, and I've been picking the Dolphins every week. This is going to be the first time that I don't pick them.
Ooh, baby.
This is one of those, like, this number doesn't make sense to me. Vegas is screaming at you to take Miami. And that's why I'm taking Cincinnati, because it's just like it's too obvious to me that Vegas wants you to take Miami. And Vegas is pretty smart. Cincinnati at home, short week. This is not a must-win game for Miami. Cincinnati, on the other hand, 1-2. They really need this win. You don't get many games at home in prime time. I think Cincinnati wins 27-20.
Dude, Kirk Herbstreit's going to be there. You got to do well. I think it's a trap game for Miami. Like we just said, their defense was on the field for how long in Miami too? How worn out are they going to be? That secondary that's got to chase Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and fucking everybody I can't pronounce your name that are on that team. P. Ryan.
P. Ryan.
I like P. Ryan.
Samaje P. Ryan.
He should have been R. Kelly P. Ryan.
Joe Mixon, I think, is a little banged up.
I think he's a little banged up, so that's
so.
why he's really still in. I just see it's a short week. Miami, we're due for a bad game. We have outplayed way much our expectations. Like, don't get me wrong, I haven't bet on Miami because it's been working. So I'm going to continue that, that thread. My brain just fucking. I just had. If you're listening to aneurysms verbally, I just had one of those. No, I'm also going to take the Bengals. I see this is going to be a tough game for us, man. And I think Vegas is completely right, because how are you already a 3.5-point favorite on Tuesday? Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah.
So I see that as they know something's up. Short week. Miami's a little banged up. I just see it being a second half kind of deal. We'll be fine in the first, probably a tight game, and then Cincinnati will just take over in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, this is kind of like if you go back to the beginning of the season before anybody's played, and you were to look at this game, Cincinnati at home against Miami, I think it'd be a no-brainer you'd take Cincinnati.
Very true statement. I like it. Good matchup, kickoff Sunday. Minnesota, the Kevin O'Connells, at New Orleans. Minnesota 2.5-point favorites.
Yeah, I like Minnesota. I'll swallow the points. The problem with New Orleans is
swallow.
First off, Jameis Winston really unraveled last week, and you can just see how limited the offense is. Kamara does not look healthy.
He just didn't get the fucking ball.
Yeah.
I was kind of watching that out of the corner of my eye, but I mean, Carolina's defense is legit. Brian Burns going to be in that top 5 defensive player of the year by the end of the season kind of games.
You get a defensive touchdown early. I mean, Carolina really just kind of sat on its hands offensively. These are a lot of really overtly homosexual.
Sit on my hands till it goes numb. So
swallow
I can
the points. I like Minnesota. I think Justin Jefferson has a big game. He's been kind of down. I think they're probably going to put Lattimore on him one-on-one.
Ooh,
Jefferson might fry him.
I think I'm feeling it too. I mean, Minnesota with a little bounce back game. They kind of got that trapped up last week. Kind of saw that coming. They deserve a little stumble, but that's what you're gonna get, dude. We got big time Kirky. He's on prime time. He fucking shits the bed. But this is a 1:00 game at New Orleans. But I see just Minnesota having too many options, man. Cook's healthy, even behind him. Madison. Fucking bad,
Cook
dude.
did get hurt in that game.
Did he?
He hurt his shoulder.
Oh,
but
shit.
I feel like the drop-off from Cook to Madison is really
not that much.
irrelevant.
And then you got they got another guy behind him too, right?
I don't know.
I'm
not sure.
I
Honestly.
don't know. Why do we do this for a living?
I don't really have the third-string Minnesota running back's name on the mind right now.
See, I guess that's where fantasy comes in hand.
Yeah.
Because that's not reality.
I mean, it used to be, was it Greg Boone, but he's in Denver now. Or Mike Boone. It was Mike Boone.
What a memory you got, buddy. Speaking of memories, yesterday. This is a weird line for me. Cleveland at Atlanta. Cleveland was 2.5 yesterday, down to -1.5 today. So it looks like the money on Atlanta at home. Is Atlanta for real, dude?
Yeah, I think people like Atlanta. Their ground game has been tough to stop.
Dude,
also, Myles Garrett was in some sort of car accident. I'm not exactly sure if he's going to be available for this game. But I'm still going to go with Cleveland. I think they're a better team. Atlanta, I don't know. Mariota's pretty limited. That's why they've been running so much. Cordell Patterson, that kind of thing. This is kind of Cleveland's game. They're a run team themselves. It's like strength on strength there, and I think Cleveland does it better than Atlanta. I think Cleveland's going to win, and it's only a 1.5 point spread, so, I'm picking the Browns.
Well, big man taking the Browns. Dude, I mean, Atlanta's kind of keeping up with teams nobody expected them to, so it means they're well coached. Arthur Smith's got a little talent. Dude definitely knows what he's doing. People coming around. Mariota's a little better, but like you said, when you look at skill positions, man, Cleveland, Nick Chubb's a fucking stud. Dude, I dare somebody on Atlanta to tackle him. Like, I just feel like...
Or Kareem
And
Hunt.
Brissett has been on fire, too. Definitely playing way up. I mean, Cleveland minus that one fucking fourth quarter meltdown in the last 2 minutes against the Jets are dominating.
I mean, they should be 3-0.
Yeah, they should be 3-0. They
Also,
really should be. But Garrett flipped his car. It was a single person crash leaving the facility yesterday, but with a female in the car. Good for you, Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Have you seen that man?
Yes,
that is
I
Thor
have.
in
How
real
could I
life.
miss
That's
him?
a super fucking hero in real life.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
He was the number 1 overall pick for a reason. One more thought, just David Njoku kind of coming into the fold last week.
On my bench in fantasy.
So Cleveland's got Cooper, Njoku, Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb, just a lot of guys.
Peoples-Jones.
Jonathan Peoples-Jones. Yeah, I mean, just think when Deshaun Watson comes back, that'll be a tough team to stop.
Well, he's going to come for sure if we know anything about him.
Definitely.
We are, for the first time, all on the same page here. I'm also taking Cleveland. I think it will be a rout. I think Cleveland's a great team. I've been on them all season long. I bet on them every game, and I feel like they're top to bottom in talent. They take it. They take it. And if Jacoby keeps playing the way he has, it's very impressive, man.
Yeah, this AFC North is it's tough.
Well, this one's going to be not fun to watch. The Commanders at Dallas. Dallas we just watched last night with old Cooper Rush somehow throwing 1 TD, 200 yards, winning a game. The guy's won 3 fourth-quarter overtime comebacks in all 3 of his games. He's 3-0 as a starter. What do you feel about this?
Yeah, I Washington is not a good team. They just scored 8 points against the Eagles.
Is that Philly or is that them, though?
Yeah. I like Washington because they're getting 3.5 points, and it's a divisional matchup. It's still Cooper Rush. I'm not going to go all like, oh, wow, Cooper Rush is this great quarterback. I mean, look, Dallas has had good game plans. They've got good skill position guys. I still think they win this game, but it's close. Washington covers. I think it's like 23-20 or something like that.
That's a push, baby.
Yeah. No, 3.5, isn't it?
Oh, it's -3. Oh, I have -3. Is it 3.5?
I saw 3.5 today.
Well, I'll give you 3.5,
Yeah.
and I'll take you with Washington plus 3.5. That's a good move.
Yeah, because you get the hook on a 3.5.
Yeah, dude. You fish hook you. I've seen you in a bathroom in public. I know what you do. I know what you do, you dirty dog.
Jeez, that's my go-to move, especially if a dog tries to bite me.
Yeah, there
Get
you
it
go.
right on the mouth.
Yeah, take you right to Ambulance Drive again, where I picked you up yesterday. Yeah, $3,000
It's
for a
cool.
lap dance from a girl in scrubs is
I
a good
have
time.
rabies, that's
Good,
all.
it's a good price
and
to
I
pay.
gave her rabies as well.
The allegations are really coming in hard after week 4, bud. Dallas, I saw Pollard finally explode. God, they're using him a lot more. Zeke still touched the ball 15 times, 79 yards, TD. CD Lamb. They've got a lot of talent, but, dude, Carson Wentz with Scary Terry, Curtis Samuel, Washington, Logan Thomas.
Thomas, yeah.
I just feel like they're going to cover this game. I think Washington actually wins this game. I would probably take a money line bet just to, fuck around. But plus 3.5, I just feel Cowboys are – this is the first time I've ever said this. They're coaching well.
Yeah, they are. Mike McCarthy is really getting a lot out of their offense.
He is
Cooper
bringing
Rush.
watermelons out. I don't know what the fuck he's doing again. Some kind of cheap, dumb, stupid – bullshit.
Well, they're not running quarterback draws with no time left, so that's
that's a great start.
That helps.
That's a fucking great start.
Because you can't do that with Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
Because he's
came out 2017 undrafted Central Michigan guy. He's showing up.
He
I
is.
mean, it's
He's-
pretty wild.
Hey, I'm not trying to shit on Cooper Rush. It's
No.
just,
He's Dak and Dak right now.
Yeah.
Coming out while Romo's hurt and fucking taking over and just steering an offense with a lot of weapons,
certainly better than when Romo got hurt in Dallas and they had to bring in Brad Johnson.
Oh, buddy. Ooh, man, the glory days. Think about this. That guy won a Super Bowl with the fucking Tampa Bay Bucks.
Yeah.
Tony Dungy. Or was that Gruden?
That was Gruden.
Gruden got
Dungy
that Super Bowl.
left
It was Dungy's team.
right after.
Yeah, it was Dungy's
or right
team.
before, rather.
Oh, man. Now, this one.
So we're both on Washington,
We're
then.
both we're
Okay.
on every single.
The Commanders.
Yeah, we're on top of each other today in the straightest way possible. On what they call a power
I don't know
top.
if there's a way that could all be straight, but
Well, I've got my Jeffrey Dahmer glasses on. I'm ready to man rape. All right. Seattle at Detroit. Detroit minus 4.5. That's what you call a transition, bud. Wild game.
This
What?
line started way more. Like it
Started
was
minus
6.5.
Yeah,
So,
6.5 down to 6 yesterday, and now down to 4.5 already on Tuesday.
I actually, man, I hate giving that many points, but I will swallow the 4.5 and take Detroit. One, Seattle's bad. I don't even know how they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna be able to score. I think their offense is very inept. They just lost to Atlanta. They got to come all the way from the West Coast to the East Coast. Detroit's got a real offense. I'm not worried about DeAndre Swift being out. Craig Reynolds and Jamal Williams can pick up the slack. Amon-Ra St. Brown's been on fire. T.J. Hawkinson, they've got plenty of weapons. I like Detroit. I think Detroit makes a statement and blows out Seattle. I'm going to take them to win.
Dude, Dan Campbell, man. He's coming, man. I fucking love this team. I am in love with Detroit. Like it's my side check right now for sure in the league. Jamal Williams is a fucking stud. Really came in, like you said. Swift getting banged up. No biggie. Imagine when Jamison Williams is healthy. That is going to be fucking electric.
Imagine when they get a better quarterback. Than
Exactly.
Jared Goff.
I mean,
Goff, he's been playing well, but they're gonna definitely get a quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
This Lions team, in not this year but next year, will be.
Yeah, I don't see. I mean, who's a quarterback that's tearing it up right now in college?
I mean,
don't
I guess
think the
CJ
next
Stroud would be.
I mean, would be close, but I would honestly take Goff right now. I mean, the guy's playing. He knows the offense. He's playing well. I mean, let's see where it goes, dude. But I'm buying the Detroit hype. I think they're gonna fucking do well. I think they're gonna blow this game out. I don't see this being close. Like, I feel like this is a foot on the gas. Geno Smith won a game. Good for you, Geno.
Yeah.
Now welcome to reality.
And we're seeing how, who he really is. And
Pete Carroll's making one-handed catches in fucking practice with his Air Monarchs on. Goddamn 70 years old.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. One thing I will say, though, I think I'd take, if I had to, the over-under is 50 points. I think I'd take the under.
Yeah.
There.
I don't think, like you said, Seattle's going to score. But, I mean, Detroit's finally, that rookie from fucking Michigan, Aiden Hutchinson, coming through. 3 sacks already last week. Big move. This is a good one. Little divisional matchup. Tennessee at Indy. Indy favored -3, coming off a big victory. First W of the year against the Kansas City Chiefs that nobody saw coming.
Yeah, I definitely did not see that coming. I just thought, well, Indy's bad. Man, I'm going to take Tennessee +3 only because, again, same sort of philosophy on the Cowboys-Washington pick. It's a divisional game. These teams know each other. Take the team that gets points. I don't know who's going to win. Probably Tennessee. Derrick Henry.
Finally.
He looks good. Jonathan Taylor, the Colts. I don't think the Colts are good. I don't think Tennessee's really that good either, but I'll take them +3.
I mean, Indy getting already favored at home is hilarious. Just 1 week off a game that they shouldn't have won. I mean, Indy's banged up a lot. I mean, Shaq Leonard, stud, all-pro linebacker, still coming back from that ankle injury. Pittman and Ryan finally getting on the same page here and there. Jonathan Taylor, but where is he? Where is Jonathan Taylor?
Yeah.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
I mean,
you have a fucking stud. Just run him into the – do the Derrick Henry. Run him run him 70 times.
It's kind of funny these teams are philosophically why don't these teams use their running backs in the passing game more? They don't have any weapons.
Yeah.
I mean, you're Tennessee. Who do you got? Treylon Burks and Robert Woods?
Yeah.
I mean, and then
Fisker
in
at tight end, you know?
Indianapolis, it's what, Michael Pittman,
Mm-hmm.
Doolin, like these guys, Naheem Hines. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
I mean, I like Hines, don't get me wrong, NC State boy, but, I mean, that's a spell running back, and he's supposed to be used in the passing game, whereas Jonathan Taylor's supposed to be your bell cow, but he can do it all. Get the fucking guy. This is such a tough game, man, because Tennessee's banged up. Taylor Lewan, starting left tackle, out for the year, again, getting hurt. It's the second time in 3 years, man. I love him, you know? It's tough to see a homie, super tattooed, hilarious guy. Got to give him out. Shout out to the boys. I'm with you on this one, man. I think Tennessee wins this game. Got to go with the most talented team, and, like, they've proved it before. They were still number one in the AFC last year. I know every year is different, but I see with Henry, with just Tannehill, with just fucking – they got a better team, man. They win this game. I think they win this game straight up. I don't even need the points, you know. I'll take Tennessee on the road at Indy. A team that I watch your roommate love to bet on, the Chicago Bears at the G-Men. -3.5. Giants favored after that close but not so close game to Cooper Rush.
Yeah, and
how you feel about this guy?
That game with a knee injury.
I know, dude, and it was the very last play of the game, and it was untouched. Like, he was walking. We watched it.
We could probably assume he's not going to play.
Yeah.
Okay, so I saw this game, and I was like, wow, this game is going to be terrible. But I am just going to take the Bears because they are getting 3.5 points. That's really the only reason. I don't think Daniel Jones is that much better than Justin Fields, if at all. Khalil Herbert.
Oh, dude.
Former Virginia Tech Hokie.
Ooh, I know you've been on this team. You've been talking about him for weeks.
I think Chicago wins this game and definitely covers, obviously. I'm going to take the Bears. Da Bears.
Da Bears.
Da Bears.
Da Bulls. Dynasty's in the making. He's just having a heart attack. Wesley, shout out Wes McGee, local homie.
Oh yeah, that's
Chicago's
right.
finest.
We gotta
Give
go
him hell.
visit him, and
oh yeah, we got to make sure he's slinging.
we should make him eat a
out
deep
there.
dish pizza. So
Yeah, I've
gain
been to
some
Chicago. He does. I've obviously been bulking.
Is that what they're calling it these days?
It's bulking season, dude. I'm about to put a hoodie on and just grow my beard back out so I don't have to see my fucking face again. That was a bad move, shaving. Bad move. You ever want to see those 20 pounds you gained in the off season? Fucking shave. Brutal what they did to me.
Oh,
and then I got the Dahmer glasses. Dude, I look like I'm a sketch artist. Fucking wet dream. I'm going to also take the Bears, dude. Justin Fields, I think, is coming into it. This team's playing together. They're winning games. Like, aren't they 2-1? Yeah.
They are 2-1.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. They beat the Texans and the Niners.
And they lost to the Packers in Lambeau.
Exactly.
Which who goes to Lambeau and beats the Packers?
Dude,
No,
Aaron
not really
Rodgers
anybody.
owns them for a reason.
I own you.
I fucking own you. Just see the Chicago. I mean, the Giants coming off. We just watched them stumble. Saquon, don't get me wrong. Daniel Jones. I mean, he actually slung it, but he just doesn't.
Saquon.
They just don't fucking get it done. I mean, I don't get it. The Giants are an enigma to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, their offensive line is not good.
No,
and,
they got
and
destroyed.
Daniel Jones is just erratic. I
Yeah.
mean, you can see how inaccurate he is. I mean, sometimes he makes plays that, you don't think he should make, but then
He's
he
got
misses
wheels.
plays
Yeah.
that
are
he
wide
should
open.
make.
Yeah.
So, but hey, another fan. I mean, Saquon Barkley.
Stud, dude.
Wow. I
Yeah.
mean, didn't take long. Just needed a coach that knew how to use him. And
It just needed to be healthy.
yeah,
You know?
exactly.
I mean, Daniel Jones threw the ball higher than I am right now all night last night, and it was just hilarious to watch. Like I felt it. Jacksonville, the mighty Jaguars coming out an absolute drubbing of the Chargers.
Yeah.
At Philadelphia, probably one of the hottest teams in the NFC. Actually, the only undefeated team in the NFC. How about the fucking Cowboys, Giants, and what's it called? And Eagles.
The NFC East
yeah.
is not the
2-1,
NFC East
2-1,
right now.
3-0.
Yeah,
Pretty wild.
yeah.
7
Commanders
and 2.
are 1-2. But
Yeah, but that's the
yeah, but yeah. You got 3 winning teams in the NFC East. Usually we kind of poo-poo them.
Usually that's an 8-8, 9-8 now. With,
now 9-8 wins the
9-8 goes into the division, and they always somehow at the end of the year make it a game all the way to the end. But this season it's a little different. What do you think about this matchup, dude?
Jacksonville at Philly. Let's not forget this is a Doug Peterson revenge game.
He's gonna bring a visor and eat vanilla ice cream.
I saw this line and I'm like, Vegas knows it's going to be close. They know it's going to be within a touchdown. That's why it's 6.5. If I was getting 7, it wouldn't even be. I would absolutely take Jacksonville. I'm still going to take Jacksonville because I think they could backdoor cover this game.
We finally do not disagree.
Yeah, I'm going to take Jacksonville plus 6.5. Doug Peterson doesn't get his revenge game, but his players will be up for him on this game. This is going to be a closer game.
You betting on Trevor to take over? You know?
Hey, Trevor Lawrence,
Dude,
number 1 overall pick for a reason. I mean,
he's been the best since high school.
I mean, I don't know how good the Eagles' defense is. They've looked really good, although they gave up a lot of points. But this might be you got Christian Kirk, Zay Jones is playing well, James Robinson, Travis Etienne, Dude, Jacksonville's got some players.
They do have talent,
and they can put up some points. Marvin Jones as well. I mean, hey, that guy, had a touchdown last week against the Chargers. I think Jacksonville covers this game. I don't think they win, but I think they cover
6.5. All they needed, was the coach that didn't try to finger some girl through the pants.
All they needed was a coach that knew how to coach in the NFL.
Looking down on how I spelled Philadelphia. Luckily, nobody has to see that. So with my shit Philadelphia education, apparently, I feel the birds.
Drexel.
I feel like I know Jacksonville isn't going to be a walkover team like everybody thinks they're going to be, or what they have been. The last couple seasons, even the Blake Bortles days, they went to the fucking AFC Championship game. Everybody forgets that shit. That was Saxonville. Have you ever seen their mascot too? He jumps out of planes and shit. Coming into the stadium, jumping out of a plane, full mascot.
They have a pool in their stadium.
Yeah, wow. I would hate to see you with your rabies in a pool right now. I'm going to take Philadelphia, dude. I feel like they've been on fire. How do you stop A.J. Brown? How do you stop Devontae Smith? How do you stop Jalen Hurts from just dominating? I just see Philly riding high. I know it's a lot of points, but I would say if it was at 7, you might be right, and I could push to Jacksonville. But I see a 28-21 Philadelphia W here. Maybe even 35-28. It will be high scoring.
Definitely not my favorite pick, but I just think Jacksonville's playing good. You get almost a touchdown, and I think, Doug Peterson's a good coach. I think finally they got somebody who knows what the hell he's doing. Guy won the Super Bowl for a reason.
That's how much Philadelphia will turn their back on you when you don't win 2 seasons after the only time they've ever won a championship ever.
But Nick Sirianni looks legit too.
I know too. How do you have a guy with 6 Sharpies? And
Howie Roseman, he's not a bad GM.
I know he's always drafted well too. I've always.
That's why that Chip Kelly thing was so weird. When Chip Kelly was like, I need to have control of everything, and you just see nope.
Yeah. Let me show you what your little bullshit offense does. Boy, that was a fun experiment. Yeah. It was fun to watch. Where's he at? UCLA.
He is.
Yeah.
UCLA.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of good luck, these poor 2 teams, the New York Jets at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers. Fun little matchup. Minus 3.5, Pittsburgh at home. How you feeling?
I am going to take the Jets.
Ooh, baby. Zach Wilson touched somebody's mom. You know about that I don't know?
Well, honestly, again, we have 2 teams that are not great at quarterback. The Jets are getting 3.5 points. I'm just going to take the points.
Yeah.
That's really my thought process. Jets have playmakers. They got, Elijah Moore, and they got Garrett Wilson. They got Michael Carter. They got Breece Hall. Pittsburgh's got players too, but, they can't get him the ball with Trubisky. We just saw the Steelers look pretty bad on Thursday night offensively. I think the Jets should be able to put some points up. I think the Jets are
How much is that the Browns' defense, though? Don't get me wrong. Pittsburgh is calling
Well, you can just go
vanilla.
back to them playing the first game against Cincy and then playing the Patriots. Clearly Trubisky is not capable of putting up points. We just saw other teams put up points. We saw the Jets put up points against Cincinnati.
That's true.
Give me a break,
Do you see this being the Kenny Pickett revolution starting already in Week 4?
If Pittsburgh loses to the Jets, they have got to put Pickett in for Week 5. Absolutely. No way you can lose at home to the Jets.
I feel like this is what happens. So halftime, Jets are up 14-7. And then fucking Kenny Pickett comes in and just takes over this game.
It
and we
would
get
be.
like a 28-14 Pittsburgh, and now we're talking the changing of the guard, and here we go. Because Ben Roethlisberger didn't start week 1 when he
No,
was drafted.
No.
Matt Maddox.
Tommy
Matt
was the
Maddox.
quarterback.
Shout out to a guy who used to work at
That
Verizon
was
with.
I mean, they had Jerome Bettis, Willie
Dude,
Parker,
they
Hines
won the-
Ward, Antoine Randall. Well, that was a squad.
Dude, Antoine Randall L. Former QB at.
No, I can't remember.
Yeah.
But I know he was a
I think he was
quarterback.
like
He threw a
Iowa State,
touchdown
right? I
pass
think he
and-
was Iowa
was it
State.
Iowa State? Maybe the
Cyclone.
Cyclones?
Maybe
I do remember
seems
the pass he threw to Hines Ward in the Super Bowl.
that was a fucking great play of all time. Now this is my game of the week. This is what I will be watching as soon as the Bengals in Miami is over and I can sleep after Thursday. So this is my Sunday Fun Day game of the week. Buffalo -3 away at Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. Holy shit, what a matchup. 2-1 AFC studs. Both lost to the Dolphins. How do you bounce back?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Bills. I think the Bills are a better team. I think the Ravens still have problems with their secondary, and Josh Allen is just he's going to take advantage of that. Diggs, Gabe Davis, Isaiah McKenzie. I just think it's too much for the Ravens defense. This is going to be a shootout for sure.
Yeah.
The thing that the Bills have that the Ravens don't, I think they have a better pass rush, and they're gonna have to contain Lamar somehow, and they won't be able to stop him. But I say they contain him.
Yeah,
A little
Von
bit
Miller
more.
on the outside. Gregory
Yeah.
Rousseau,
I mean-
who is 6'7",
Yeah.
that everybody forgets about. Buffalo also was very banged up last week. Jordan
Yeah.
Davis, they were missing two corners, 2 safeties. I mean, their D was absolutely eviscerated, but they were never on the fucking field. So good for them.
I actually could see the Bills winning this game big.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ooh,
I could see
baby.
them
Don't
winning
believe in the
5.
Baltimore hype,
I don't.
huh?
It's not that I don't believe in them. It's just that I think that the Bills bounce back in a big way. This is a big spot.
Yeah, this is a big game,
I
man,
think
especially
Buffalo
early.
Wins. I'm going to take Buffalo to win this game, 31-17.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've seen both these quarterbacks firsthand, and they both are absolutely electric. And I would hate to tackle Josh Allen, and I would hate to watch me try to even put 2 hands on Lamar Jackson as he was running by me.
So Antoine Randall,
Yeah.
Indiana University,
Indiana, fuck.
Bloomington. But I see why you got Iowa.
I knew it was Midwest, and I thought, fucking Indiana University. Where did Hines Warren go? Was he, where did he play? I know, man. Now my brain shutting down. I'm going to go against you. I think that this is Lamar's fucking fuck you year. His contract year. They're playing lights out. The only reason they lost was because of a insane breakdown in the secondary, which I don't see happening again. This is at home. They were in Miami when they lost to Miami. I just see this is a big game. This is going to be people are getting hurt. Go ahead and get the stretcher ready again for that Ravens mascot because he's getting fucking carted off this field. This is going to be a hell of a game. I see Baltimore taking this 28-27.
Yeah.
It's going to be a close game, but I feel them winning, so I'll take the points. I'll take Baltimore +3, baby. Give it to me.
All right.
Give it to me. Now we got
We
a
have
little
disagreements.
I know,
Yeah.
finally. 3 in a row after fucking the whole time. We were just going to be holding hands and scissoring. Our relationship was so good, and then finally we had our nothing fight. L.A. Chargers at Houston. Chargers, Herbert still a little banged up, but still got through it. -5 at Houston.
Should the Chargers really be giving anybody 5 points?
I mean, they just lost by 28 to Jacksonville.
I mean, but I'm going to, I'm going to swallow the points because, Houston is just, I don't know, they don't have anybody. I mean, Dameon Pierce, Brandon Cooks. I like the Chargers. They're going to win by a touchdown. They're going to win this game. Justin Herbert he'll be back. He'll be a little bit healthier. I know they lost Bosa, but this is still a good team. This is a big Chargers really need to win this game.
Yeah.
Also, if you don't remember last year, the Chargers lost in Houston. It was basically the reason they didn't make the playoffs. So Chargers, they've got their eyes.
Was that
on
like
this
the
one.
last week of the
It
season?
was the
too?
second to last week. It was actually the third to last week. But it was one of those games where you should have won.
Oh yeah.
They didn't have Eckler, but
Fucking Davis Mills.
I like the Chargers. I think they win this game big.
Yeah, give me the same. I think Herbert get another week, stay a little healthier. Those ribs, that's never a good thing. Even sneezing would suck, you know?
Yeah.
Brutal what they did, but they still have a lot of talent. Mike Williams still out there slanging, please, in fantasy. Win me fucking a game. I just feel like Houston, this is their – I mean, they played Chicago. That was a 3-point spread. As the Chargers would beat the Bears by more than 3, absolutely. So, I mean, it's just – simple math, simple logic. Chargers are a better team. Khalil Mack, still Khalil Mack. Like, I just see they win by 7 at least, right? They have to.
I mean, Houston hasn't won a game. I mean, Houston's got one tie, and they lost to Denver, and they lost to the Bears.
They got a lot of heart, you know? They
Mm.
did. They tied fucking Indy in week 1. 2-1. Jesus, good for them. I just see the Chargers winning this game, you know? Back holding hands, baby. We're back.
All right.
Here we go. Your babies, your kitty cats.
Oh.
Arizona at Carolina. Started off -1. Now Carolina -2 at home to Arizona.
Yeah, I have taken Carolina every week. I think that it's interesting because Arizona doesn't start games well, and Carolina hadn't really been starting games well until last week. I am going to go with the Cardinals because I think Arizona is a good road team. I don't know why that is, but they seem to cover the spread on the road. They're getting 2 points. They've got the better quarterback. I'm going to take Arizona +2.
Oh, man. I want this to be like the Cliff Kingsbury, please fire me immediately game. But this is also a Matt Rule, please fire me immediately game. Like, this is a weird one, man. This is 2 fun quarterbacks to watch, fun teams to watch. Carolina's defense has been incredible
are good.
so
they
far.
They are legit. They may be able to, match up with Murray.
I think, what's his name? Fucking
Brian Burns.
Brian Burns, Florida State guy, right?
Yeah.
Fuck.
They also get Jeremy Chin.
Ooh, Chinzilla.
Shaq Thomas.
Shaq
Derek
Thompson.
Brown.
Yeah. So, I mean, they've drafted on defense, for Matt Rule's first 7 picks, his first draft. I mean, I don't think man, this is tough because you want to bet against the better quarterback. I've seen what Marquise Brown has done. Hollywood. I like Kyler. As soon as somebody said something about the Kyler looks like a toddler that took somebody's phone, I can't stop seeing it. And now I want to see it more. Shushies, puppies.
The dogs.
Shushies.
Who let the dogs out?
You know our studio's awesome when it's still my kitchen table.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up. At least they listen, It's very nice. But I'm also going to go with you. I think Arizona wins this game. I think Kyler kind of breaks out. He hasn't had a great game. And this year, like you said, they start terribly. Why do they start so fucking bad? Because, I mean, he can't do your first 20 calls are like scripted plays.
Yeah.
So apparently his script sucks. And then once he kind of goes off, look at the end of fourth quarter with Russell. It's kind of the same shit.
Right.
Let these guys just let him go. I mean, obviously he's not going to study. Look at everything Kyler's told you,
Did another Call of Duty game come out?
Yeah,
problem?
It did. It was.
Oh,
There's
really?
a beta right now.
Geez.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't play it. So
Well, does he
luckily-
bring his video game console with him when he goes to Carolina?
He's
Probably
a fucking
not.
professional gamer, dude.
Yeah.
You never know. You never know. I don't
know.
know. I
I just
hope
think
for win's sake.
both these teams are not that. I don't see one being better than the other. One's getting 2 points, so I'm just gonna take the points again.
Good move.
That's my.
Yeah.
That's what today's about.
Give me the
Taking-
points, baby.
If somebody's gonna show you two boobs, just take it.
Just take them. Just take them. Also, grab her number and learn how terrible of a person she is afterwards. Good for you, buddy.
Grab her number. Shit. Grab her phone.
Yeah. That's man. Dahmer vibes today. I love it. Patriots at Green Bay. Mac Jones, high ankle sprain. Going to be out for a few games. Looked in real pain on the last play of the game, too. Hate to see it, unless you're me and you hate everybody in the entire world in a Patriots uniform. Hope you die in a fire. Patriots at Green Bay. Green Bay 10-point favorites at home.
The over/under is 40, which
Ooh, baby.
Is
pretty low.
I think Green Bay will actually win this game by 2 touchdowns. I'm going to take Green Bay. I think they cover the 10.5. New England is really bad.
Yeah, and then
And
you
now
take
they
away
don't
Mac.
have Mac Jones. They have no way of being dynamic.
Brian
what is it?
Hoyer?
Ramondre Stevenson,
Yeah.
their best offensive player?
He is.
Yeah, I mean, And I think he's a good player, but, I mean, come on, give me a break. You got Green Bay, you got Aaron Rodgers. Romeo Dubes kind of looks like he's coming into his own. They had a bad offensive output last week. I think they bounced back. I think they win this game 24-10.
Okay. Still taking the under, too. I like
Yeah.
you. I like you. Green Bay isn't going to light you up with points, but what they will do is take advantage of that Patriots offense, that defense in Green Bay. Even though Jair Alexander really hasn't kind of played up to par, I just see them spanking the Patriots. Is this that trap game, though, where we see the line and it's so high that it's got to be like what happened? I mean, it's still a Bill Belichick team, but is this the year that the fucking wheels finally come off? I don't think he can outcoach Joe Judge and fucking Matt Patricia on offense. Gonna fix Brian Hoyer right now.
Just look at Brian Hoyer versus Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
that's what we're looking at. Plus, it's in Lambeau.
Yeah,
and like you said, I mean, Green Bay could score a defensive touchdown, and then just sit on its hands and run the ball with Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon and just milk that clock.
Did you give yourself a stranger yesterday?
Well, I met a stranger.
Yeah.
With the dog, so.
I did. Yeah, that dog really did take a bite out of your heart.
He did.
You know what?
It was a chunk play.
Yeah. Great references, and I like what you did with your thigh meat there. Denver let Russell cook bologna sandwiches at the worst team in the league somehow record-wise. The only winless team, right, besides Houston?
Right, but Houston has a tie.
Yeah, that's true.
So
it's
they have more losses.
Yeah. So the Las Vegas Raiders -2.5 at home.
Yeah. God, Denver, for all we keep saying about Nathaniel Hackett and the offense not being very good, Denver's defense is for real. And Derek Carr has been really getting hit a lot this year. I mean, you saw that Chargers game. He got sacked a bunch. Denver, I think this is going to be a low-scoring game. Everybody's sentiments on Denver are very low. Maybe Russ kind of unlocked the offense a little bit last week at the end with running the ball himself, moving around in the pocket. I'm going to take Denver covers. They are getting 2.5 on the road. I'm going to take Denver.
Oh, man, this is like that line that makes no sense.
Yeah, it does make no sense.
I mean, Denver also just won a barn burner 11-10 against a much better defense than the Raiders. But we also forget that the Raiders now have Chandler Jones and fucking Max Crosby as pass rushers. So, I mean, that's pretty much what Denver has struggled with, is keeping Russell in the pocket. Man, this is a weird one. Weird game, weird energy, weird vibes. Don't like any of it. Devontae and Derek Carr look like a weird little combo. Started off hot with a TD, started off great, and then 2 catches, 15 yards, week 2, I have no idea what they did last week. I just saw a loss.
It was a better game, but it was, I mean, it wasn't like a vintage Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers game where he has 2 touchdowns and 150 yards.
I'm going to take the Raiders. I don't trust Denver yet, and I feel like all the Hackett talk and everything, I think it's just going to keep compartmentalizing.
Raiders.
The Raiders. Yeah. He's been eating burgers. No, give me the Mark Davis Chucky haircuts as an adult with a fucking $1 billion in the bank and looking like Willy Wonka. Give me the Raiders. Chris Angel's at halftime.
We have disagreement now. Is that the 4th or 5th?
Yeah, I don't know. It's getting there. We have that's number 4.
All right,
number 4.
2 more.
Finally, baby. Now this is also the Sunday night game, so this one's going to be in prime time. We're all going to be looking forward to this one. Kansas City Chiefs at Tampa Bay. Old Tom Brady, you old fuck. Chiefs -2.5 at Tampa.
Yeah, I'm going to swallow the points. Yeah. I like Kansas City here, and I here's the thing. Patrick Mahomes, I don't think has ever in his career beaten Tom Brady.
That's wild.
And I think this is a really big – this is maybe his last chance because we pretty much know Tom Brady is retiring after this year.
Who knows, man? Giselle could leave him. He could fucking be gay in Tampa.
I hate to use narrative speak in picking the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Also, what is Tampa's offense right now? I mean, it's just so.
You'll have Mike Evans back.
You will have Mike Evans
Fournette
back.
Is healthy somehow.
Is
Godwin's
Julio,
hurt.
I mean,
Godwin and Julio
Russell
have been
Gage
hurt.
looked pretty good last week, but that was mostly because who else were they going to throw the ball to? Scotty Miller. I just think Kansas City could put up some points, even against. The thing is, Tampa is a good run defense. pass defense, they're not any that much better or worse. Kansas City's offense is just better, matches up better with Tampa Bay's defense. I think Kansas City wins like convincingly.
Yeah.
I'm going to say they win this game 28-20.
I want to say the Chiefs bounce back. I need to look at. I should have Googled what Andy Reid is on bounce back games as a Kansas City coach after a loss, because I don't feel like he has lost consecutive games ever in a Chiefs head coaching uniform. The only L he's taken is his family drinking and driving. Hey, you go
this
for it.
is
Some
also
days.
a Super Bowl rematch.
Yeah, this
which,
is a Super Bowl rematch that the Chiefs got embarrassed at.
Yeah.
But this is also, I mean, Shaq Barrett's still there, but unfortunately, like, no Pierre Paul. He's got a couple hands he's got to deal with. It's tough to be in a firework show.
Yeah.
But the firework show on this week is going to be the Kansas City offense just destroying Tom Brady. I mean, I hate New England with every bone in my body, so I can't root for Tom Brady still. But it was good to see him get the fuck you Belichick ring. But now, fuck you, get out of the league. Please leave. He's 16th in QBR. He's like 16th in passing. Like, I mean, he's a middle of the road quarterback, but he's still fucking Tom Brady. I get it, but god damn it, I hope the Chiefs win by 40. Like, just go ahead and get this team out of my misery. Tampa does have a good D, like you said, but I just feel the Chiefs overwhelm them, man.
Yeah.
Kelsey's on fire this year, and I like it.
Yeah.
I like what Mahomes is doing.
How do you match up with Travis Kelce?
I know,
don't think
right?
You can.
Dude, great white hype, dude. Kid's got swag for days.
The White Rhino. Well,
Yeah.
that was actually Peyton Hillis. Remember Peyton Hillis?
The Great White Buffalo?
Yeah. No, they called him the White Rhino.
The White Rhino.
Yeah.
He made a cover of Madden, which
did.
was fucking
that was
crazy.
a bad year for Madden.
Yeah, well, it was. Good year for white guys and running backs, Monday night game, we got the last game of the week. The L.A. Rams at the 49ers. 49ers at home, -2.5, coming off a dreadful 1-point loss in that barn burner of a game that I'm still burned into my head from fucking last week. What do you like in this one, bud?
You gotta give me the Rams here. I'm gonna take the Rams. It's a divisional game. They're getting 2.5 points. McVay beat Shanahan the last time they faced each other. I feel like McVay's kind of gotten over that hump now. And at the end of the day, the 49ers are starting their backup quarterback. Whether or not Jimmy Garoppolo was better or worse than Trey Lance.
He still missed training camp.
He's their backup quarterback.
Yeah. He still had shoulder surgery. He still missed time. There's still a lot of negatives on it. Sean McVay got it. Also, he can fucking click his goddamn championship ring on the table right now in a conversation.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Shanahan's been to one, but he hasn't won one. Rams, Jalen Ramsey. When it comes to talent-wise, this team's unreal. How do they even lose a game?
Well, San Francisco's got a lot of talent.
Yeah,
it's
it's very true,
I don't
too.
see how they're going to utilize it all offensively right now.
It's D on D, like positives and positives, right?
Yeah.
The Rams up front and 49ers up front are both fantastic.
Right.
And then you throw in secondary-wise, that's where the Rams take over. Jalen Ramsey, that interception last week, chef's kiss, my friend. Beautiful. Beautiful fucking ball. That's why you get paid the big bucks, my friend. And then you throw in Stafford against Garoppolo. I'll take Stafford 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp against who?
Debo Samuel.
Okay.
Yeah.
But are they even getting him the fucking ball?
Yeah.
No.
I think he had 6 rushes last week.
Brandon
for like
Ayuk,
5 yards or something. Ayuk, yeah. I mean, it's just the 49ers, basically, they have to be in these physical mash games where it's close and they can run the ball. They have more rushing yards than passing yards, I think, this season. Like, the Rams' offense is just more multiple.
Yeah.
I think both Stafford and Garoppolo are each good for a turnover, but I think Stafford's got more upside. So
yeah. These are two well-coached teams, know each other, division rivals, going to beat each other up, and that's the fun part about this.
Plus, you're getting 2.5.
I know.
I mean,
2.5. I'll take the Rams.
I feel like the Rams are a little bit better than the 49ers right now.
There you go, baby. There you go. Anything else you got for us? Any other big ones? What's your big what do you feel most confident in betting-wise this week?
Well, we got to pick our 3.
Ooh,
right?
well, yeah, we'll pick 3s. Do you want to go through your little snake list, or do you want to just do pick a little 3 and 3?
We can do the 3 and 3.
Okay.
Well, we can introduce that next week.
Yeah. Introduce you to my mom.
Ooh, jeez.
She's cool.
I think that we'll alternate
Okay.
games that we feel confident about. Kansas City. Give me Kansas City. I think they're gonna rout Tampa Bay. I really do.
I like it. I'm going to take my lock is Baltimore +3. I feel like Lamar just gets it done, dude. I just watched Buffalo, kind of still a little banged up. You know, I just like Baltimore right now.
I'm gonna take Cleveland
Ooh.
-1.5. I think they're significantly better than Atlanta.
Same. That was mine. You son of a bitch.
You can take that.
No,
too.
no, I'm not. We're gonna mix this up, baby. We're gonna give you 6 games. We're gonna give you 6 fucking teams to bet on here. We're gonna give you 6. All right. We'll give you 6. 6. Number of the beast. Apparently, you've been listening to a lot of Iron Maiden lately.
Yeah, I have. Actually, I got a request to play Iron Maiden last time I was DJing, which was funny. I was like, really? Power Slave? Okay.
Yeah, no wonder you're a piece of shit. You're a DJ. I'm going to take the Vikings -2.5 at New Orleans as another one, too. I just feel like that's too good of a team. Too good of a fucking offense. They can't get... I mean, Kirk's not in the big lights, dude. I trust him. When it's not a big primetime game, the guy is all over it, you know?
Yeah.
I like it.
Definitely. I'm also going to take Cincinnati.
Ooh, baby.
Just because, I mean, it's like... It just seems obvious. It seems too obvious.
I hate it because I want Miami to obviously go undefeated again. I really don't. I don't give a shit. I mean, we're a playoff team. I knew we were going to be a playoff team. It's good that our defense is getting a lot of props because we've been a defensive team for years with no talent on offense. Now we got the best of both worlds, and it shows. You know, great coaching, great scheming, like it all the way around. But I feel like the Bengals definitely beat us on a short week. You know,
yeah,
they got it.
I just Plus, you know, Joe Burrow probably still I would take him over Tua right now.
Yeah,
just
I mean
head-to-head.
that's the problem with watching my team is like, what would Herbert look like? You know,
Ooh, and,
what would fucking anybody else
Lamar
look like in this
Jackson.
offense?
Oh,
See,
Jesus.
but I mean, I like Tua's mindset right now. The kid's fucking playing
He
well,
is.
slinging it,
Tough.
not turning the ball over too. I mean, besides those 2 in Baltimore, one of those was a batted pass at the line of scrimmage, so I don't really count that. Man, I'm gonna take this is a crazy one. As my lock, Green Bay -10 against New England.
I
Fuck.
like it. New England's bad.
They are going to be.
Brian Hoyer led New England Patriots with Matt Patricia and Joe Judge calling plays.
I know, but it's also one of those who fucking knows, but I can't see them in Lambeau doing anything, you know?
Yeah,
I just can't.
either.
So you got Kansas City -2.5, Cleveland -1.5, Cincy -3.5. I got Baltimore +3, Minnesota -2.5. And Green Bay -10.
Tell you, I got 2 road favorites. That's a little dicey, but you know what?
Hey, got to pay to play.
For the most part,
baby.
I think I took the points in a lot of these closer ones. I don't know. It's probably half and half.
Yeah, I mean, either way, you are pretty half and half. Look at you. You look half Dominican and half whatever the fuck else you are. What is your nationality?
I am white.
Okay, well, duh. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have like Spanish and Italian heredity. So,
yeah, I can tell. It's the hair, you know?
It's
the waves.
Which of these games are you the least confident in?
I am the least confident in Tennessee and Indy. That's a weird matchup. That's division. That game could go either way. I just feel like that's a tough one. That's a tough toss-up. Yeah.
I think that is a tough one. I think I'm the least confident in picking the Jets.
That would be
mostly
my second
because
one.
I don't know if Pittsburgh's going to stick with Trubisky the whole game.
Yeah, that's what I said. I see the revolution happening in the second half. Gives it a little fan base. It's a home game. It's not Heinz Field anymore. It's some bullshit insurance company. I don't know if you saw that.
No.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's
It's
not PNC
like
Bank,
yeah,
is it?
no, it's something that nobody in Pittsburgh can say. I can tell you that. Yins is down, baby. No, man, that's a tough one. I mean, Joe Flacco is Joe Flacco. What the fuck is going to happen? You know?
Yeah, it could just take, trailing at halftime to a Joe Flacco-led Jets team for Mike Tomlin to go, all right, we need a new quarterback.
Yeah, here we go. I mean, and Tomlin still somehow has never had a losing season as a coach.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. This could be the year, but you never know. I still won't bet on it. You know,
it's funny. I've seen Kenny Pickett play twice in Heinz Field as a Pitt Panther against UVA, and I've seen him play in Blacksburg. Totally destroyed my Virginia Tech Hokies in that game.
I mean, he's a 4-year starter. I mean, you drafted him for a reason. He's the only quarterback taken in the first round this past year.
Yeah,
Might hand the keys over, dude.
He's ready.
It's there.
Let him.
I mean,
rock
I
and
understand why they went with Trubisky. You know, I mean, it's a defensive-led team. It's a fucking veteran-led team. Hayward, little T.J. Watt, but old T.J., old banged up. It's brutal. Not anything else for us, bud.
No.
Take your vitamins.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't get bit by strange rabid dogs walking down your street.
Guys, if you see
File
an
police
old
reports.
lady with a dog that she cannot walk, get away.
You're going to
Run
make sure
away.
you just beat the shit out of this
Yeah.
old lady?
I don't even think she would know what was happening if I.
What did she say to you? Like,
Okay,
where's your football?
That's what she said. So the dog bit me, and I said, "Miss, your dog bit me," and she goes, "Is this your football?" And it was just like she had a football in her hand, and I'm like, "What is going on? I'm getting out of here."
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
I
an
like
odd
that. That's what
situation.
threw you off in the matter is when she just starts handing out props like she's Carrot Top.
Yeah,
You know?
I tell you, it is so fast.
Is this your football?
You don't expect a dog to just bite you.
Yeah, no, I've never. I
Yeah.
mean, I've been bit by a dog. My neighbors, they bit my hand. My fingers swelled up the size like 4. I've already got fucking gorilla mitts and sausage fingers, but my fingers swelled up like 6 times its size.
Jeez.
And I was like, has your dog actually got shots? She was like, yes, I'll show you paperwork. I'm like, if any white lady says they have paperwork, I believe them immediately. You know, I don't need that. I
This
don't
was
need
a
that
white lady that
negativity.
I definitely didn't believe.
Oh yeah, you know, she looked like the
was
bird lady from
a
Home Alone.
person.
Probably was
Scarier than that, actually.
Yeah, probably smelled like organic deodorant. You know what I'm saying? Pretty shitty.
Didn't smell like she wore deodorant.
Dude,
no.
I'm excited about this week, man. It sucks that the Dolphins. It's actually good for me, so now I can actually like watch football and not, you know,
Right.
be die hard devoted and let a team ruin my day.
It's
or
an island game for you.
it is,
Thursday
dude.
night.
I get a Thursday to myself, and then I'll get, you know, all Sunday. I can just chill. I can relax, watch some fucking foosball. Take it easy.
Take it easy.
Take it easy. Speaking of taking it easy, you guys take it easy. This is Big Cool, the Wolfgang, back again.
I'm Wolfgang.
I'm Brad. Peace, bitches.